Welcome back to the Dickies 200. I'm Adam Ross with Billy Rouse and Todd Lewis. We're getting set for restart number 1. Don Thompson Jr. on the inside. DJ Kennington up high. The green flag waves. Looks like a pretty good start for DJ, but he's got a tough road to make it on the outside, Billy.
Oh, the long way around here, especially down through turn 1 and 2. The outside just not the place to be. DJ's able to get to the bottom to turn 3.
Driver working hard on the outside there. Petey Shepard in that number 7 trying to find racing room on the outside of Scott Steckley. That's a battle for the 3rd spot. Pete Shepard running a partial schedule, but boy, when we've seen that 7 car, it's been stout.
Well, so the 7 car Shepard doing a great job. Adam, I've been watching him getting a puff of smoke out of the right rear of DJ Kennington's car as he goes off into the corner. Something we're going to have to keep an eye on tonight for sure.
And definitely not what Kennington wants to see. Great battle for third spot. They're side by side for 4th. Shepard on the outside. JR Fitzpatrick down low. He wants to keep that 17 in his sights all night long, and he's inching closer.
Well, you see both the cars of Shepard and Fitzpatrick go into turn 1 over the bump, get set and drive up off the corner. Both of them kind of squirrely off the corner.
Close quarters racing down into the turn. Not a lot of room for error on the inside. Is that tires dug into the ground there, Billy, to keep drivers from cutting the corners?
Absolutely. They put those markers down in there to keep the guys from dropping the tire off the corner. And you know what? We used to go to a place called, whoa, we got another wreck. That's gone in the 15.
Stephen Matthews in the 15. Hugo Vanini got turned around. John Gaunt drives away. Vanini getting a bit of traction down there in the grass. And Matthews with some cosmetic damage on that machine.
Well, he's going to have to come to pit road for sure and get that fiberglass taken out of the car. Here we go on board with John Gaunt. He just gets turned from behind, and obviously you see the 15 come into play, so you can tell where the contact came from.
Well, we've got Todd down in the Gaunt pit stall as John pulls in.
You can see that wrinkled fiberglass at the front of the number 11 Triad car of Johnny Gaunt. The crew's going to try to stabilize it, perhaps remove that hood so that he can see clearly again.
All the Sawzalls out in the 15. They're going to cut the whole back off that 15 Ford.
Well, Dexter Stacy pulls onto pit road as well, as they've got some body work to do. Billy, while we're still under caution, let's take a timeout with a Whalen Engineering race break. Earlier on this afternoon, Bill McFarland from Dickies Canada presented the award to the 2010 Canadian Worker of the Year. An exciting presentation for sure for finalists. But it was Brandon Renneberg from Regina who bested out the other finalists. He was declared the 2010 Dickies Canada Canadian Worker of the Year.
And Brandon gets himself a real nice Dodge Ram pickup truck. Hey, sign me up for that next year, will you?
Pretty cool deal for sure. Those finalists were all having a great time here at the races. We're on board once again. It looks like we're on board with Kerry Mix there in the 02 Ford. It's time for another restart. Don Thompson Jr., he's been firing pretty quick from the line. The first restart was a good one. This one's even better, Billy.
Well, side by side down into turn 1. Whoa, we got him 3 wide off of turn 2.
Not the way you want to get it going, but you got to go when it's time to go. These cars are so close. We saw it in practice. If you see an opening, you've got to take it.
DJ hung out to dry on the outside. He's going to lose 2nd position to Scott Steckley.
And have a look in DJ Kennington's rearview mirror. That's the Schick Hydro 84, the driver. He's battling in the points. JR Fitzpatrick has caught up to DJ here in the early going.
Some great sounds. The camera locations we got are just fabulous at this racetrack. You get to see all the action. JR Fitzpatrick across the tire rumble strips off the corner.
You know, I was going to mention going into the turn, that 84 car looks like a real handful, while a lot of the cars seem to be just coasting around the corners. He's really working it as we see a fantastic battle for 9th between Beauchamp and Jeff Lapsevich.
All the Tim Horton Chevrolet having a good outing tonight against the 60 Mopar car of Ron Beauchamp Jr.
If we get back to the 84 of Fitzpatrick, as here he's working the outside of Jason Hathaway, trying to keep himself up towards the front. That's a battle for 5th. That car looks like a big handful as it shoots up the track there.
He was just struggling with it on the bottom. He was trying to keep pace on the outside, and you just see the car wash up. He had the wheel turned all the way to the left. Oh, and he gets stuck around off the nose of the 9.
Mark Dilley and JR Fitzpatrick making contact. Fitzpatrick slides up. That's going to bring out our 3rd caution of the night.
Down into turn 3, not a lot of room. JR just did not give Mark Dilley enough room at all. Dilley trying to get out of the spot, but just tagged him on the left rear, and around he went. JR not too happy.
JR shows his displeasure. I think Mark Dilley kind of said, well, I'll do it again. And he did it again, Billy.
Well, I think NASCAR will probably have something to say about that. It puts on a great show for the fans, but you're putting the cars in peril. We're on lap 41. Don't go away. Don Thompson's the man.
Welcome back to the Dickies 200 here from Mosport Speedway on TSN. We're ready for another restart. Don Thompson Jr.'s worked magic every time. He's on the gas once again, Billy.
Well, he's got a strong horse tonight, Don Thompson. Good to see the veteran back up front running strong.
As he works off the bottom, Scott Steckley able to keep pace. Kennington looking to the inside. No, almost made it 3 wide down the back straightaway. Thinks better of it, falls back, but Scott Steckley getting a nice run there on the high side.
Steckley really working the outside well. That's unusual here at Mosport, but it's working really well for the 22. Don Thompson will put some heat in the tires and some heat on the 22.
As long as Scott Steckley can keep Thompson pinched down low on the inside, he's able to keep some of that momentum. But like you said, Billy, not something you see here at Mosport very often.
Well, 2x2 racing. This is great racing. The 7, Pete Shepard Jr., he's hungry as well. He's got a new crew chief. Don Jacobson joined that team, and he brought a new race car with him as well.
Jacobson, a veteran crew chief on the series, along with Pete Shepard Jr., who's Pete Shepard III's dad. That's a lot of knowledge on making cars go around in circles.
Well, it goes even deeper. Grandpa is Bill Zardo. Zardo, no stranger to victory lane.
That's for sure. Scott Steckley still leading laps here, working the outside group, but it looks like Thompson might have got the better of him there. Thompson pulls down the back straightaway. He's got the advantage this time into 3.
Well, you heard me talk about that bump down in turn 1. You see that car of Thompson's over the bump, settled down, landed on all 4 tires, and he got half a car length on him. Now he's got the lead clean and free.
DJ Kennington looking to get through for second, and watch those cars nose down into the corner.
One more time, you've seen the 4 go through the bump, get a good set. 17, DJ Kennington was able to settle through with him, and the 22 is very loose on the outside. Thompson is going to drive away here. We've got the 17 tough on his bumper.
Pete Shepard down in behind DJ Kennington, doing a nice job. Don't leave a hole big enough for Scott Steckley to pull down into. Keep Scott up on the outside. Shepard almost looking to the inside of Kennington.
Wow, great racing here tonight. We had cloudy skies to get underway, but I'm telling you, this is the best action I've seen in weeks.
Really good racing as Don Thompson Jr. continues to lead the way in the home hardware Chevy. This is only listed as a half-mile racetrack, but that backstretch is a long straightaway, Billy.
Well, it's also uphill. It's kind of cool. You go uphill and downhill at this racetrack. Turn 1 and 2 is the most action we're going to see.
Great view out the back end of Scott Steckley looking at the front of Jason Hathaway's number 3.
Now you hear that motor right up in the 7,500, maybe 8,000 RPM range, really turning some RPM here tonight.
Looking out the front windshield of the Snap-on car, that's what I was going to say. You're seeing DJ Kennington have some looks. He was looking to the inside from the onboard there. He took a poke to the outside, and now we're looking at Mark Dilley giving a poke to Ron Beauchamp Jr. for 7th.
Well, Mark Dilley got to get going. He's got that Fitzpatrick car in the rear bumper, and you might want to see some payback here for sure. Mark Dilley's got to get it going.
He works down the back straightaway. A couple of veteran racers working into turn number 3. Here goes DJ Kennington to the inside of Thompson. He can get his nose in there, but Thompson able to get that drag down the straightaway.
Thompson protecting the bottom huge because he knows if he opens up the door on the bottom, the 17 will be right through it.
Kerry Mix up the inside of Jason Hathaway in a battle for 5th. A few of these cars tested here recently, Billy, and it looks like it might be paying off.
Well, anytime you can get track time, seat time at a racetrack, get to know what the car wants, what springs, what shocks, it's nothing but good. A little bit of seat time never hurt anybody.
Kerry Mix, one of the cars that tested, he's working through the field right now. He's been under the weather. He was real sick at Trois-Rivières. Looks to be feeling better today, but this is tough on the body.
Well, that's one tough customer driving at 02, though. He gets the job done every week he sits down in that race car.
Battle for 6th right now. Ron Beauchamp on the inside of Jason Hathaway. Hathaway was well up into the top 5 just a few minutes ago, but that's how fast things can change here at Mosport.
Well, you get stuck up on the outside and things happen, but I'll tell you, I was talking to Mike McCall earlier in the day during practice and qualifying. The Hathaway car, Kerry Mix's new car, and obviously DJ Kennington's all-new